Hey, what's going on, guys? So my cable management game has never really been strong. From the first desktop that I ever used to my setup that I have right now behind me, it was never good. It was never strong at all. Recently, I decided to try my best and use a couple of things to help me out and try to improve the cable management horror that I have under my desk. And I think I did a pretty good job. So I actually used a couple of products, but today we're only going to be taking a look at one of them, and that is cable sleeves. So cable sleeves are actually really simple, and from the name, they are pretty self-explanatory. They are essentially sleeves for your cables. It's really just that simple. There's nothing that much to it. But don't let that simple name fool you, because cable sleeves are actually very helpful, and they were very useful in my situation. And I think they will also help you out in your setup and in places around the house. So the sleeves that I actually used are from a company called Kootek, and big shout out to them as they were able to send me a few to use in my setup. So in the package, you will actually get 5 cable sleeves. You will actually get 4 smaller ones and 1 large one. So the smaller ones are about 20 inches, and those are the ones that I actually use in my setup. So the longest one and the one that you will get is about 40 inches, and I actually didn't use them because I didn't have anywhere to put it. But it's also good because you have an extra one, and if you need to use it for something else, you can also do so. So as I said, I used the smaller ones in my setup, and the longer one, I think you can actually use them in places like if you have a TV mounted on a wall and you have a desk below with all of your cable boxes and things like that, and you have a few wires running to your TV. I think you can use cable sleeves for situations like that. But again, I personally didn't use it, but still nice to see. These sleeves are actually made very nicely. So Kootek designed them and made them using a neoprene feel, and they're pretty minimalistic. So these are actually sort of a do-it-yourself project also, because you can cut a hole in the sleeve wherever you want, and you can insert, put through some few cables if you need to at that exact spot. You can also actually connect 2 cable sleeves to each other because of the zippers, and if you have a huge cable jumble, you can actually use that also. But I didn't really use that because I don't have that much cables, and I found the space in one cable sleeve to be enough. And I think in my setup, you can actually add a lot more cables and they will still be able to fit it. So great product, and I really think you guys should be able to use these ones. They help me out a lot, and in my setup, so much that I actually added them to my computer downstairs, and I use them around the house in places where I think the cable sleeves would be needed. So again, very nice product, pretty simple design, and at the price that you can get it, it's pretty good, and I think you guys should definitely take a look at it. So I got these from a company, as I said, but on Amazon they run under $20 at about $15. And honestly, when I first had my setup, I really didn't think of cable management